Welcome to the edge of architectural possibility. From unstable foundations to dizzying heights, you won't believe where people actually live. Truly, these 9 dwellings prove that the most remarkable homes often come with equally remarkable risks. Right before we dive into these extraordinary dwellings, hit subscribe to Information Thin for life-changing revelations and share this with every design fan you know. You need to see number 4 to believe it. Number 9. Wooden skyscraper. This 13-story wooden structure in Arkhangelsk began as a simple 2-story house before its owner gradually added unauthorized floors over 15 years. The building reached 44 meters tall without proper engineering oversight, creating serious structural concerns. Local authorities declared it a fire hazard and safety risk due to unstable construction methods. The unusual tower featured makeshift passages, steep ladders, and poorly supported extensions. After years of legal battles, the top floors were dismantled in 2008, though the base structure remains as a testament to ambitious but risky private construction. The house became known locally as the Sutyagin Skyscraper and attracted urban explorers despite its dangerous condition. Its creator, Nikolai Sutyagin, served time in prison for racketeering unrelated to the house's construction. The structure contained numerous violations of building codes and safety standards. Demolition crews faced challenges in safely dismantling the unstable upper levels. Number 8. Tilting apartments. These distinctive apartments in Amsterdam challenge conventional building standards with their pronounced 15-degree tilt toward the water. While architecturally designed to lean, the visual effect creates a perception of instability that many find unsettling. The complex stands on wooden piles driven into the soft Dutch soil, requiring careful monitoring for settlement issues. Residents report occasional disorientation from the slanted floors and walls. The buildings represent a calculated risk in engineering, balancing aesthetic innovation against practical living considerations in challenging terrain. The architects specifically designed the tilt to create better sightlines and unique interior spaces. Special furniture and fixtures were required to accommodate the unusual angles throughout the apartments. Despite initial concerns, the buildings have proven structurally sound since their completion. Number 7. Cliffside Retreat. Perched 40 meters above Lake Superior in Wisconsin, this cottage extends over the edge of a sheer cliff face. The main living area cantilevers beyond the cliff edge, supported by steel beams anchored into bedrock. High winds regularly buffet the structure, causing noticeable vibration throughout the building. Engineers monitor rock stability beneath the foundation due to erosion concerns from wave action below. Access requires navigating a steep, winding path that becomes hazardous during winter ice storms, creating additional risk for residents and visitors. The home's design incorporates special bracing systems to withstand the region's notorious lake effect storms. Number 6. Alpine Refuge. Positioned at 4,003 meters on the Matterhorn's northeast ridge, this mountain hut serves as emergency shelter for climbers attempting the summit. Access requires traversing exposed rock faces and narrow ridges with fixed ropes and climbing equipment. The hut clings to the mountainside using anchor systems drilled directly into the rock. Harsh weather conditions can trap occupants for days when storms prevent descent. Despite its strategic location, the hut's position places it in the path of frequent rockfall and avalanche routes, requiring constant maintenance and monitoring. The hut was prefabricated and transported piece by piece to its current location in 1915. It can accommodate up to 10 people in emergency situations, but lacks heating and running water. Number 5. Isolated Island. This remote island off Iceland's southern coast features a single hunting lodge accessible only by boat or helicopter in favorable conditions. The dwelling sits completely isolated, with no electricity grid, running water, or regular transportation services. Stormy North Atlantic weather frequently prevents access for weeks at a time, creating potential medical evacuation risks. The lodge originally served hunters tracking puffin colonies, but now represents one of Europe's most isolated permanent structures. Survival depends entirely on self-sufficiency and careful planning for extreme weather events. The island covers approximately 0.5 square kilometers and rises steeply from the ocean. A small rainwater collection system provides the only fresh water source for occupants. Number 4. Waterfall integration. Frank Lloyd Wright's famous Pennsylvania residence incorporates a natural waterfall directly through its structure, with the building cantilevered over the falling water. The concrete terraces require regular structural assessment due to constant moisture exposure and settling issues. Multiple waterproofing systems work to prevent water damage to the living spaces. The innovative design challenges conventional building practices by embracing rather than avoiding natural water flow. Preservation architects continuously monitor the effects of humidity and water spray on the historic materials and structural integrity. The house was built between 1936 and 1939 for the Kaufman family, who owned a Pittsburgh department store. Wright designed the house to appear as if it emerged naturally from the landscape. Number 3. Mountaintop monasteries. These Eastern Orthodox monasteries perch atop massive natural pillars in central Greece, with some accessed by retractable ladders or net systems until the 1920s. Originally built in the 14th century, they provided refuge from political turmoil, but required monks to climb ropes and ladders up sheer rock faces. Modern staircases now provide access, though the heights and exposure still present significant risks. Earthquakes regularly test the ancient foundations, requiring ongoing reinforcement while preserving historical authenticity. The monasteries represent centuries of calculated risk balanced against spiritual isolation. The name Meteora translates to suspended in air in Greek, accurately describing their positioning. UNESCO designated the monasteries as a World Heritage Site in 1988. Restoration work must balance modern safety requirements with preservation of historical construction techniques. Number 2. Cliff-hanging homes. These historic dwellings literally hang over the Huecar River Gorge in central Spain, with wooden balconies projecting from cliff face foundations. Built in the 15th century, the structures rely on traditional construction methods that require specialized maintenance. The houses integrate directly with the natural rock formations, creating unique challenges for preservation and structural reinforcement. Engineers monitor cliff stability beneath the foundations due to erosion concerns from river action and weathering. The buildings represent centuries of adaptation to a dramatic but risky location. The most famous of these houses is the Casas Colgadas, which now contains a museum of abstract art. Traditional materials including wood, stone, and lime mortar require constant maintenance and replacement. Number 1. Hillside masterpiece. This architectural landmark in Pennsylvania represents one of Frank Lloyd Wright's most celebrated but structurally challenging designs. The house dramatically cantilevers over a waterfall, with reinforced concrete terraces extending from the central core. When first constructed, engineers expressed concerns about the cantilever design's long-term viability. The constant exposure to moisture and humidity requires extensive maintenance and preservation efforts. The integration with natural elements creates both aesthetic beauty and practical challenges for conservation. The Western Pennsylvania Conservancy now owns and maintains the property as a museum. Post-tensioning work in 2002 strengthened the cantilevers that had begun to sag over time.